Microsoft bought Bethesda last year, and one of the biggest questions that people have is, what are their games going to do? Are they going to be exclusive? Are they going to be multiplayer? Is some of them going to be exclusive? Is some of them going to be multiplayer? But one of the key components that we have not heard from is Microsoft or Bethesda. We've always gotten something from secondhand sources or developers speaking on the matter, but it looks like Microsoft might be potentially hosting an event for what is the relationship between Bethesda and Microsoft, and I want to talk about it. Before we get on with the video, definitely hit that like button if you guys enjoy the video. You could always subscribe to the channel for weekly content, and don't forget to go over there at Twitter and follow me at Lord Addict ILP. Without any further ado, let's talk Bethesda. What's going on, you guys? Gaming out here, coming at you for another video. We're going to be talking about Bethesda today. It looks like Microsoft potentially sometime next month might be actually having an event around the time that the deal with them closes with Microsoft and Bethesda. Jeff Grubb said on his podcast that he has heard through the grapevine that he personally believes that they're going to be having some form of an event. Now, he doesn't know to the magnitudes of that event. I don't even think he necessarily knows that they're going to stream it, or it's going to be one of those things where you have to be part of the media to catch this event live. Now, obviously, someone such as big as Jeff Grubb coming out saying something like this, he's been right a few times in the past in terms of Microsoft events, or, you know, Microsoft in general. A lot of people went out there, they made the videos, they made the articles. I wanted to sit back a little bit and see if maybe Microsoft would deny this. It doesn't look like any sort of denial happened with this. Now, it is a Sunday. I am making this on a Sunday. It could easily get denied on Monday, but I don't think it is. I think Jeff Grubb's usually pretty spot on with events like this, anything Microsoft related, like I said. So I think it's pretty safe to say that this is going to happen. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen mid-March. I don't know if it's going to happen beginning of May, but I do think this will happen. It'll be one of those, you know, jump starts to the E3 era. Now, we all know E3 is where it is with, you know, the digital event. It's looking like really, really spooky with E3, but I'm not necessarily referring to E3 in terms of Microsoft. I'm just referring E3 in terms of that, you know, that summer event, that summer thing that happens when the gaming news starts leaking over and over again. We have a lot more information coming out about the gaming industry in general. The biggest question, and the only question that we really have, is, like I said, will Bethesda games be exclusive, or they're going to continue to be multi-plat so they can get that engagement and they have those sales on the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4? Obviously, we're still in a cross-generation phase, but that's besides the point. I think it could go either way. They could go 50-50. I don't know if we're going to get Bethesda games exclusive. I don't know if they're going to go multi-plat. This has been one of the key components that I feel like Microsoft, if they're going the way they're going with the messaging that they have presented us, where they're revolving the entire Xbox brand around Game Pass, to me, the majority of Bethesda games will be exclusive. You do not put something such as Starfield. You do not put something such as, you know, the Elder Scrolls, the new Elder Scrolls game, Elder Scrolls 6, on PlayStation, when guess what's not over there? What subscription service isn't over there? It's Game Pass. Game Pass is not on PlayStation, and I don't see it ever go on PlayStation, and that's the key component that I think that they will continue to put games exclusively on Xbox and PC. Now, let's not to mention, when it comes to Bethesda in general, the majority of their sales are on PC, and Microsoft has stated over and over again, we are not shy when it comes to the PC market. We want to engage this. We want to embrace this. So I feel like them not putting their games on PlayStation, they might hurt their sales a little bit, but the majority of their sales are going to be PC anyway, so what are they really losing? To be honest with you guys, I think that Microsoft needs to keep these games off the competitor's platform. It's not no console war stuff, it's what makes sense. You know, I understand that they're really trying to focus all their marketing on Game Pass, but one of the key components that they're going to use to sell Game Pass is the Xbox brand. And if you give people the opportunity to buy these games on a competing platform such as the PS4 and the PS5, no one is ever going to go out there and subscribe to Game Pass or even pick up an Xbox in general. I understand some of these people do have PCs, and it's cool they're trying to get in that PC Game Pass market, but I do feel like in terms of Game Pass, the biggest scorers are going to be xCloud and the Xbox platform. Now, when it comes to this, in the console market, there's only the PS5, the Xbox Series X and the S, and the Nintendo Switch. Now, a lot of the Nintendo Switch people will have neither a PlayStation or an Xbox, and a lot of the PlayStation people, why would you get an Xbox even for such an amazing deal such as Game Pass when you can get, you know, The Last of Us is over there, the God of War is over there, and you could still buy, sure, it's going to be a lot more expensive if you buy these games instead of getting an Xbox and getting it through Game Pass, but they'll have access to both revenues over there. They'll have access to Bethesda's games, and they'll have the amazing award-winning PlayStation games that we know they're going to make on that platform sooner or later this generation. So that's why I feel like these games need to be exclusive. Microsoft needs to compete, and they need to force people's hands to pick up an Xbox so they can get them in the subscription service, because if you give them the option to go somewhere else and even pay $60, they're going to do that, because what's the point in picking up a $500 console or a $300 console just to, you know, get Game Pass when you can pick up a $500 console or a $400 console? You have access to the God of Wars, to the Ratchet and Clanks, and you could still buy the games anyway. I think a lot of people are going to go the PlayStation route, and the only way to really hope that, you know, especially on the console crowd, to make sure Game Pass gets to where they want it to be on console, they're going to have to shut these games down on the competing platform and make people come over to the Xbox brand just to get Game Pass. Now, I know a lot of you people, you're going to have to definitely disagree, and I'm not saying every Bethesda game is going to be exclusive, but I'm going to say Starfield right now, 100% in my opinion, is going to be an exclusive. Now, I could be wrong there, but I do think that is the key point, and what that would show this generation with Starfield, as long as it's good, obviously the game's got to be good, is look, Microsoft bought Bethesda, and Bethesda's games are on the Microsoft platform. Now, it's like I said, not all of them, but all you have to do is have a couple good games, and you know, Bethesda might have a hit and miss record, but usually their core studio, the people that make Fallout, the people that make, you know, the Elder Scrolls games, they usually hit, and Starfield's being made by them. But that's besides the point. But anyway, put in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Do you think that this event is true? Do you think we're gonna see it sometime in March? That would be amazing if that happened. And also, for old time's sake, let's put in the comment section whether or not you think Bethesda games will be exclusive, and if you don't think all of Bethesda games will be exclusive, because that is clearly a scenario, put in the comment section below what games you feel like is going to go to PlayStation and games you feel like is going to be exclusive on the Xbox platform and PC. This is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.